Okay, let us play the game. Alright, so I'm stuck in here. Kind of loud for me. You'll knock down the door. Again? What is it this time? I want to see Ozma. Are you for real? Do you honestly not understand your position right now? Ozma's in the middle of a meeting wherein he will determine what's to be done with you. And even if that weren't the case, he's an essential figure in our village, a brilliant leader, particularly considering his age. We would never allow him to meet with the likes of you. What? What are you? That's really not a good idea. I don't know. What's happening out there? We meet again, Adol. I've been informed of the situation. So, you were worried about Adol and came to see him, huh? That'd be a pretty awful big help, that'd be an awful big help right now. So you're going to convince everyone that Adol here doesn't remember anything and didn't do anything wrong, right? Adol, is this man your friend? I don't know if I'd call him a great friend, but I don't know if I'd call him a total stranger either. Oh man, let's call him a great friend. Let's just...
I see.
Really, you ought to choose your friends more carefully then. Hey, what the heck, man? I'm right here. Said your name was Durin. You need to think your position through a bit more carefully. Let us assume that Adol did indeed lose his memories. How does that fact prove his innocence in this matter? Such reasoning will not persuade a soul, certainly not mine. Well, yeah, I can't really argue with that. Does that mean you suspect Adol too? I am uncertain what to believe, so I came to speak with Adol directly. Adol, I have a proposal for you. You are truly innocent of this crime. That would mean the real culprit must still be out there. If you can find the real culprit, then and only then will I trust your innocence. Will you agree to this arrangement? How do I go about doing that? That is entirely up to you, but I will cooperate as best as I can. Well, we can't do much sleuthing around when we're locked up in here. Naturally, you will be allowed to walk around the village. I will be accompany you. Typo right there. I will accompany you to supervise your actions. That way, you will be able to conduct your investigation without worrying the villagers. Hey, it works for me. But are you sure it's alright to lead around suspected criminals when you're the guy in charge? People might think you're on our side or something.
No.
I do not take sides. Proving a suspect's innocence or guilt is one of my duties as village leader, and the first step toward ending this. I do what is best for Celceta. I can see why they look up to you here. Thank you, Ozma. I ain't gonna swear nothing. Think nothing of it. Promised, I've explained the situation to all of the villagers. I've asked them to cooperate with your investigation, so do speak your mind on any questions you may have. Kinda makes me nervous, seeing as we haven't proven our innocence yet. Okay, let's go see if we can find any clues. I don't know if I want to be doing all that now. Heard you're investigating the poisoning of the river. Well, try not to cause too much trouble while you're doing it. Especially you with the red hair. Most people here still suspect you, myself included. So, if you so much as look at one of us funny, we're not going to show you any mercy. You got that? My goodness. A frog. Lusty-eyed frog. I'm gonna poke it. Seems offended. Frog seems afraid to go back into the river. Can't say I blame him. I mean, There's always a chance someone might poison it again. I'm gonna poke it again. Seems to dislike you. Fine, frog. That way. You intend to find the real culprit? Well, investigate for as long as you like. But if you can't find another culprit, you had best be prepared for the consequences. How about you're the culprit? Huh? Eh. What now, sucker? The river dyed crimson, a horrifying sight. River dyed crimson? I take it you're not talking about the setting sun or anything like that, are you? The color of blood is the color of death. Yet no one was hurt, our only salvation. That means the poison was red. Can't imagine how much you need to dye a whole river, though. It lasted mere moments, but the river was stained red for as far as the eye could see. The source was upstream. All that remained were the corpses of fish. We know not when the river will be pure once again, thus the men cannot fish. That sound pretty tough. Were the fishermen okay? The ones who were out in the water when the poison first showed up? Fortunately, they noticed quickly there were no casualties. Several fishermen who had come into contact with the substance did fall ill, but all of them have made a full recovery since. Our only salvation, the Spartus, were uninjured too. A large amount of poison coming from upstream. You might be dealing with a bigger disaster than I thought. What's up, Dante? The only thing you're prepared to clear is this boss? Which boss are you on? And is it a tough boss? This guy in our party? No. I'm kind of following this guy. These are the Spartas. It ain't madness. It's Spartas. Oh, this little red thing right there. Oh, there's red things right there too. Hee. Hey, can I tickle you? No. You're boring. Sure. Your SP and extra gauges were fully restored. Always so sensitive. It was so much fun. Come and let me tickle you again sometime. What do I know about the poison? Nothing. It was just there all of a sudden. I don't know what you're planning, but you should give up already and confess. You're looking into the info on the river? Sorry, but you have to look elsewhere. We know nothing of value to you. I'm just going to take your word for it. You seem like a good person, so I don't really want to have to suspect you. But nothing like this has ever happened before, and we've never had a visitor from outside the forest. It just seems the most plausible explanation. Please try to understand our perspective. That's discrimination. The adults all say we're not allowed to play in the water for a while. So bored. Gotta decipher this thing. Heard you're trying to find the one who poisoned the river. I don't want to believe you did it. And Cecily doesn't either. Hope you can find the real criminal. I hope you're being right now. Oh, Adol. Good luck with your investigation. I refuse to believe anyone whom Ozma developed such kinship could ever think of poisoning our river. Well, I believe in you, Adol. I know you didn't do it. Yeah. Believe it. I already talked to you. Got my face. You really don't look like the kind of person who'd poison a river, but I suppose I just have to wait and see how your investigation goes. It's like Cyriu's hard at work again today. That darn Hakan keeps getting in my way, so I can't stare at her. Ready? Blacksmith in Selray allows you to refine weapons and armor using beast and plant materials, as well as other reinforced weapons and armor. Single beast or plant material can raise multiple statistics. G. A frog extract increases both poison and burning. Why? Fuck. You don't look like the kind of guy to pose in a river. Alright, well. Don't let us down. Don't let us down. Alright. That's how it's gonna be. Refine. Oh, I'm not really that. At a 564 iron ore. That's pretty nice. Reinforce. Long saber. Around conclave. Okay, okay. I see, I see. Poison organ gives poison and paralysis. Destructible shell. It gives a lot. About plant materials. Oh, okay. The -1s, they don't reduce below 0. Nice. I was worried about that. I want to use this. How much is it going to cost? Your gold? +4. Interesting. Get out of my way, I'm busy. You want to order something? Tell Siri. Like I clearly did. As clear as night and day. Now that we can't fish due to the poison in the river, our only means of survival is to scavenge the forest for alternative food sources. Compared to fishing, hunting and gathering in the forest is a most difficult task. But in times like this, we need to pull together as a village and do what we can. We got 7 of those bad boys. So, weapons and armor. That's an upgrade. I can barely afford it. Plus 22. I am the most important person. Actually, taking less damage is probably more important, huh? That's nonsense. Oh, like what is it? Interesting. See, I shouldn't have upgraded my thing. I should have waited. Thankfully, I only use this weapon. Oh, I'm poor. Sell? I can sell. So Equip? No. Okay, you cannot sell equipped items. Great. Some games you gotta watch out for that garbage. Okay, cool. So all those -1s don't even matter if you put it onto the weapon first. Good to know. Good to know. Can't get any fish to eat. Then I'll have to... No, what am I thinking? Sure, I'll give it a fruit. But a Cheeto nut. Pinch its nose. Seems offended. Doc said he used to live in the forest all on his own. But he said it was before I was born, so that's all I know. Alright, clearly Gazak did it. That's all I know. Who live here? Ah, Adol. It's great to see you. Didn't think you'd come back here. Nice to meet you. Oh no, the pleasure's all mine. My name's Gazak, and... Wait, why am I introducing myself when we've met before? You're joking, right? Couldn't have forgotten me, could you? Actually, yeah, he forgot you for sure. Adol Dern explained the situation to Gazak. Lost your memories. I see. That's terrible. Huh. You're a lot more understanding than the other villagers. Well, Adol and I became good friends when he last stopped by. I can't believe people suspect you'd poison the river. I know you'd never do such a thing. I wish there was something I could do to help. But I've spent so much of my time in the forest lately, I doubt anyone's going to believe any defense I could put together. The forest? What were you doing there? One of Gazak's interests is exploring the old ruins. Yep. I lived in the forest all by my lonesome until a few decades ago. I got pretty used to it, really. You're kidding. Man, you must be pretty tough to have survived in a place like that for so long. But of course, that's why people call me Gazak the Strong. Oh, but don't let me hold you up. Looks like you got more important things to do than stand around and chit-chat. We apologize for taking up your time as well. Come, let's get back to asking around. Gonna be investigating you too, dog. You ain't safe. A fish. Can I fish it? Do something? Plenty of fish in here to survive. About 2 of them. Guy looks like Waka. The poison didn't make it this far down the river. As a result, the village's drinking water is safe for the time being, but I can't say with confidence that it will remain that way. If poison were to reach our drinking water, this village really would be finished. If you really aren't the culprit, hurry up and catch the real one, please. I like how nobody else is, like, trying to help. Nobody cares. So boring when we can't go out and fish. All you do is grumble about not being able to go fishing. If you got time to grumble, spend it sorting out what I'm going to eat instead. I would if I could, but what am I supposed to do? How long has it been since the poison first appeared in the river, anyway? Oh, it's you. You're investigating the poisoning with Ozma. Well, go on, Raynal. Answer the question. Right. Poison first appeared in the river about 10 days ago, I think. 10 days. Quite a while ago, then. That all you have to say? What? You're missing the most important detail. It happened immediately after this red-headed swordsman here left the village. What? Really? And he disappeared without telling anyone where he was going, or even telling anyone that he was leaving. How could we not suspect him? There's a mountain of evidence implicating him in this. Gotta admit, I see your point. Still, the evidence against Adol is purely circumstantial. We cannot prove his guilt any more than his innocence. We must continue our investigation. The little bird. Give it a leaf. Fresh leaf. There you go. Bees now. I believe I've talked to everybody in this town. Where are you going? We need to search for clues on who poisoned the water. Construct the village, blah, 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 blah. Where else do I need to go? Missed this guy. Ozma, you're wasting your time if you think they're going to be able to prove their innocence. That redhead there is the culprit. Nothing will change that. Do you have any evidence to back that claim, Rivarl? Of course, the poison came from upstream, right? And upstream is the dwelling of the Spartas. Oh, so the sacred beasts live upstream. But how does that prove Adol's the culprit? Because no one from this village would dare go upstream and approach the sacred beast's dwelling. Not unless they were one of Ozma's tribesmen, anyway. But there's only one of those left, and it's Ozma himself. So the only one who could have gone upstream to poison the river from there would be an outsider, and those are pretty short supply. Ozma could be the culprit too. Gotta be kidding. There's no way Ozma could be the culprit. What a ridiculous thing to say. The very notion is offensive. If you objectively analyze the evidence we have gathered, however, it is a perfectly valid theory. Naturally, I was not responsible, but nor could I provide enough evidence to convince an impartial judge of my innocence. Well, don't worry, Ozma. I have other evidence that suggests he's the culprit. If you were asking about the sacred beast's dwelling, you know. Yeah, he's like that. If there's something new and exciting to explore, he wants to explore it. It's in his nature. Say what you want. He still did it. Don't you have any shame at all? Do you spare yourself a lot of embarrassment if you just confess? I've said all I had to say. I don't want to talk to you longer. Go away and never return. Man, Adol, you really don't seem to be popular around here. Guess you do stick your nose in everybody's business, though, so it's not really any surprise. I like the sheath on that sword. It's pretty cool. I think we got enough information to start with, at least. Go through what we know and see if we can sort it out, okay? First, let's see. When did the villagers first notice the poison? After I left? Yeah, they noticed it just after you left Selray. And that's why you're getting blamed for it. Next question is, how did they notice it? The river was dyed red. Yeah, seems whatever was in there colored the water red. Must have been a heck of a thing to see. And where did the poison originate from? Upstream. Yeah, that's right. And if it came from upstream, it must have come from somewhere outside of Selray. Alright, Adol. If you add all that together, who stands out as the most likely culprit? It was outside the village. Something red. And it happened after I had left the village. So it wasn't a person at all. What leads you to that conclusion? It makes sense when you think about it. You need a whole lot of poison to dye an entire river red. If it came from upstream, that would mean someone poured it into the river from somewhere outside the village. No way anyone can lug that much poison through monster-infested woodlands. Not on their own like Adel would have been. I mean, I'm not saying it would be impossible to poison the water from upstream, but to dye the whole river red? Not likely. Does seem rather implausible. So your conclusion, then, is that the culprit may be a natural occurrence or a creature. Adel, and you said your name was Durin, yes? Could I ask you to come with me? We're going upstream. It's gonna be great. I feel sick. I can't believe you're okay with all this thrashing. Is that a bird? Lucky thing, up there all graceful while we're stuck down here on these things. More like a flying machine or something. A paper airplane. If that's really supposed to be a bird, I don't know what that is. Oh crap, is that? It's quite a contrast. Poison! Sure looks that way. Looks just like what they described in Celceta. Isn't it harmful to the Spartas?
Okay.
It should be far enough. Adel, I feel I must apologize to you. What? Why now? You don't need to apologize. You are a very forgiving person, Adel, and you do not ask uncomfortable questions of others, but you deserve to hear the truth. I know the culprit that poisoned the river. Huh? Really? Why'd you keep quiet about it all this time? My reason hardly makes up for all that you have been through. As you suspect, the poison was not put into the river by a human. Rather, it was the Spartas themselves who befouled the water. What? Far upstream lies a Sparta breeding ground. I am almost certain that they are responsible for this incident. Hold on, aren't the Spartas sacred beasts? What kind of sacred beast goes around poisoning rivers? Spartas raised in Celceta are not able to do so. Wild Spartas, however, are known to secrete a poisonous substance when they become excited or scared. Seriously? Do the villagers know about this? No, the villagers have no idea. People of my tribe have raised Spartas for ages, all the while obeying the ancient laws pertaining to them. Those laws forbid us from telling others of the secrets of the Sparta. This includes the fact that wild Spartas bear poison. So your reason for bringing us all the way out here was to keep anyone else from hearing you. Does that mean something like this has happened before? As far as I'm aware, this quantity of poison has never been found in the river prior to now. Those not of my tribe are forbidden to approach the wild Sparta's breeding ground and have been for as long as I know. I was told that this was to avoid angering them, but of course protecting their secrets was also of utmost concern. Let's go upstream. Wait a second, Adel. You know what this means, right? We're not allowed on the Sparta's breeding ground, which means we just have to leave this to Ozma while we go back to the village and relax. Actually, while I realize this is quite brazen of me to ask for a favor after causing you so much trouble, I would be most appreciative if the two of you would come with me. Why? Oh boy, here we go. Like I'm a sucker fool. Right, so can you remind us where we're going? As you wish. Wild Sparta Breeding Ground is situated south of Celceta. On that drawing you call a map, it would be about here, I believe. So as long as we follow the river south, we'll be there in no time. Doesn't seem too far from here. Indeed, the entrance is situated near a waterfall basin. It is difficult to miss. I've told the villagers that we are continuing the investigation. Make sure you are properly equipped for the perils that await before leaving the village. Alright then, let's do this. Join the party. Party abilities are active when there are three or more party members. There are two different party abilities. Rare item drop rate up, activate when the party contains one of each attack type. Enemies may drop more. Increased damage activates when the party contains two of the same attack type. Party members deal extra damage. Oh, Ozma is Pierce. Well, I'm guessing there's only 3 attack types. I think the game might have explained that before, but yeah. What? Let's save. There's a lot of stuff going on. Alrighty, so north here has a map that I want. You truly are an unusual visitor. You appear to have even more interest in the primeval lands than the people of this village do. Though I suppose that inquisitiveness is what allowed you to come this far into the forest to begin with. Perhaps you might actually be able to reach it one day. Adol, if such a time should come. No, I suppose that is too much hope to hope for.
No.
My apologies, Adol. Please forget I said anything. We should be returning to the village now. Seems my people wish to hold a welcoming party for you. And I would not want to be the one responsible for our guest of honor showing up late. Spoiled the surprise, though. What are you doing? +1 strength. Okay, so that's going to lead up. So I need to actually go south, but I'm curious what's up here, so I'm going to go see what's up here. Y'all gonna fight? Just kind of standing there while I was doing all the work.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Get out of this water. Oh, okay. Level 22? I don't know how much damage he's gonna do. Okay. Goodbye.
Let's get him. Find an opening. Let's get him.
Goodbye, Monsieur Capitan. Get them boys. Kill them good. Let's go. Alright, so level 22 dudes. Difficult times. Okay, cool. So he does learn abilities even if I'm not using them. That's good. Hmm. Those are some nice combos. What is like going on? Oh, big damage. Defense up. Where did that come from? Can I hit the guy? It's like attacking all the corners of the world except for where he's at. That's obnoxious. Level 9. Alright, so that's going back up into that way. So we don't want to go that way. We want to go this way. This is the place. So this is the Sacred Beast's lair, huh? Thought it'd be more like a nest, being a beast's lair and all. Didn't expect full-on ruins. You come here often, Ozma? I try to avoid coming here as much as possible. Particularly as this is the place where I lost my mother and father. I cannot say I have very fond memories of it. Really? All of the Spartas raised in Selray were captured here when they were infants. The parents were killed by the poison of an adult Sparta while attempting to trap its young. But I cannot let the people of Selray know that. Why not? It is to protect the laws of my tribe. The laws essentially forbid me from telling the people of my village about the truth of these creatures. How could I reveal to them that two in our ranks, a tribe that cares for beasts, were killed by those very beasts? Do you really need to go that far to keep it all a secret, though? I get that the Spartas are essential to everyday life in Selray, but surely it'd be better if everyone worked together to care for them, right? It's gotta hurt keeping all this to yourself. You really think you can keep it up? The laws of my tribe are absolute. There is nothing I can do without or about them. Like talking to a brick wall. Oh, there's a treasure chest over here. Got some green stones. Alright, let's journey into the Thunderdome. The area appears to have filled with water. Looks like there's a staircase on the other side. Indeed, but the water seems to have eroded the path, putting it just out of our reach. Ado, we should investigate the area and see if we can find another way to reach the staircase. But, you know, help me up. Just out of our... Looks like the wall under the water has seen better days. The ruin is several hundred years old, so such a thing is to be expected. But I imagine with fissures that size, the wall should be brittle enough to break with my spear. Break the wall so the water flows out? Sounds like an idea. Try not to bring the whole place down on our heads when we're golden. No need for concern. My touch is a delicate one. Ozma attacks with the spear to destroy brittle walls and rocks underwater. How do I go underwater, though?
Understood.
if that's how that works. Sorry, dogs. I want to try that one again.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. Whoa. Monsters, treasure chests, and vines, and ruins, and moss, and stone, and water. Oh my. Couldn't have guessed this place was so big from the outside. Likewise, truth be told, I've yet to explore it in its entirety myself. Really? Guess we'll just have to do the honors now then. Do be cautious, there are many dangers lurking in these depths. Save. Did save. Cool. Combo. This guy got obliterated. I need to turn in that quest. Get that, yeah. Help a brother out. Alright, so what do I want to do first? Where do I want to go first?
Don't let him hit you.
Oh, well.
Let's get him. Shouldn't you be running?
I don't see any cracks around. Let all this water out. Pretty sure I saw like a blue meter for
Leave it to me.
so like see? Saw that? You saw that? That's what I'm talking about. How do I stay underwater?
Stay out of their way. Let's give him a beating.
Not helpful.
Hang in there. Let's get him.
I don't want to look it up. Alright, sure, we'll go this way first. Glad I chose this way.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Lock?
It's my turn.
You can open locked chests. Pick the lock, fool! Go. Goodness. Full power. Glad I went this way first. Worked out quite nicely.
My turn. Leave it to me.
gonna go down here. I'm gonna go over here and kill this. Do it. Okay. Can't even do it. That was the long range.
Leave it to me. All right. Leave it to me.
That's like the opposite of what I'm looking for. I want the water to go down further. Alright, let's look, how to go underwater real quick. There's a way I need to know. Ease memories of Celceta and under why. How do I die while swimming? Alrighty, gotta have an artifact to do it. Good enough. Oh. Remember that. I gotta click into the game.
Don't let him hit you. Let's get him.
There's somewhere around here. Here we go. What do we got up here? What is this one? Ooh. Oh, I thought I poisoned him. I was like, hey.
Understood.
Trust that rock. That's how we get that treasure chest. Excellent. Okay, I think I know where that's at.
Leave it to me.
It's a thing. Silver axe. Who could whip that? Nobody. Oh. Drop rate of rare item. That's you. really don't want to fight these obnoxious enemies. Like, all the HP in the world. Why do I do more damage than Homeboy Slice? Like, even when they're weak against him, he just does no damage. And I know I upgraded my weapon, and my weapon's the bomb diggity, you know. You'd think you just have a little bit more. Enough. Okay. Think we can manipulate this? No. Can't do it.
Don't let him hit you. Let's get him.
There's a spot over here that doesn't look familiar. Can't do anything there. And I can't change the camera angle, so it's got to change on its own. I gotta kind of... Oh, I missed out on that treasure chest. Life is hard. I want to say it's this one. Actually, no, it is not that one. It is this one. Here. Alright, treasure chest. Do have to go up here. This doesn't look right. This looks like the area that I just was at. This sucks at the game. Should have known. Go the opposite way. There's another staircase. I thought it was facing the opposite way of this one. This one goes up to... yeah, that part. And that's not the part I want to go up right now. I believe there is one more staircase. I get the feeling that this is not the right one. The one that I was just at. Because it was... okay. I really thought there was one more staircase. Just one more staircase. I'm just crazy. The water, you know, it changes things up. Water temple and all. Speaking of water temple, actually, water temple is definitely not the hardest temple in Ocarina of Time. No. Now, a forest temple? You know how long it takes me to find the last key in the forest temple? Pretty long time. Oh god. Can't see the enemy. Alright, so this should get me up the last staircase, which leads to like a little save point. It'll be the staircase with barely enough water on it.
My turn. Leave it to me.
My turn.
Don't let him hit you. Let's get him.
Not that one. Still plugging it out? You're making it to the final phase at least? Still on Conclave? Still on Conclave? Okay. Alright, so I should save. I guess, like, if I were to cut this here, right here would be where I cut it.